Hi everybody, welcome to Team Yancey's pregnancy vlog series. We are in week 24. My name is Keisha. For those of you, if this is your first time tuning in, thank you. The last video we brought you guys was week 16, so there's been a little bit of a gap. There was a Team Yancey pregnancy tag that me and my husband did, so if you haven't caught that, then make sure that you watch it, where we asked each other questions about where we are so far in the pregnancy. We were around halfway through, but week 24 officially, which is 6 months on the dot. So super excited about this pregnancy just progressing and getting ready to meet our little girl very, very soon. So the first thing to double back to around week 16, 17, 18, around that time is to talk to you guys about just not feeling a lot of movements, flutters, kicks, or anything like that. So I would say around week 14, I was feeling some flutters, which is the normal time that you would feel it. Feel the baby moving, feel little things, not like kicks and stuff. And then it all kind of just stopped. So I started getting like a little nervous, getting in my head, getting like, okay, is everything okay? You know, you only go to the doctor once a month at this point, so you can't, you know, call and say, can I get an appointment? Well, you probably could if something was really wrong, but just from not feeling anything, you can't just do that. So I was in my own head just feeling like, I hope everything is okay. I was getting a little nervous, just hoping that she was doing well and progressing. And that lasted for a good, I would say 2 to 3 weeks, up until our 20-week ultrasound, which is when a lot of people actually find out the gender of their baby, but we already found that out through blood work, which if you didn't know, we already did a vlog on that. So that's the ultrasound where they take a lot of measurements. They do a lot of testing and just make sure that the baby's okay. They can tell the sex of the baby if you don't already know at that point. And yeah, so at that point, up until then, like I said, I wasn't feeling a lot of movements. So I went to the ultrasound, just hoping and praying that everything was okay. Everything was perfect, thank God. Just to double back, before I actually went into the ultrasound appointment, they make you drink 32 ounces of water. I want to say it was an hour or an hour and a half window time frame. I think the appointment was at like 10 o'clock, so I had from 8:30 until 10 to drink 32 ounces of water. And they tell you don't go to the bathroom. So for a pregnant lady, that's already hard enough because you already have to pee all the time. And then they want you to drink all this water, and then they tell you not to pee. So that was super difficult. Actually, when I got to the appointment, I did tell the lady, I was like, look, I have to go. So they did let me go. But they tell you to drink all that water because it helps them to be able to see the baby a little bit better when they are doing the ultrasound scan and stuff. But that was interesting. So if you haven't had that done yet, that's definitely something to be mindful of. But when we went in for the appointment, my husband went with me, and they first told him they had to wait out in the waiting room. So they make you, I guess, go in there by yourself, and they do a lot of measurements. I want to say I was in there for at least 20-25 minutes before they even let him in. They're just taking measurements of the baby, so it was cool. Like I said, it helped me to rest assured to know that she was okay, because as soon as they put the ultrasound device on my belly, I could see her moving, so that was really exciting. And then after they do all the measurements, they let the husband or whoever else is with you in, and then you can just kind of watch the baby move and do his or her thing. So that was really cool. We joked around and said that she's a little lady because she had her legs crossed at one point, and then towards the end of the appointment, she had her hand over her face, like no more pictures, like it was the paparazzi. So we already saw some of her personality coming out. So that was really fun, and just a lot of movement. She was moving around. Trying to remember if she did anything else. We kind of thought from looking at her in the ultrasound, and we do have the picture too, just from facial structures and features, that she looked like my husband a little bit more than anyone. They gave us huge pictures. I've never had pictures this huge before, this big, but 2 different views. So this one is her laying on her back. Those are her arms, her face. Same thing, just a little bit more zoomed in. And then this one is like a profile view of her laying on her side. and this one is just of her feet. So like I said, just from looking at the ultrasound, we were like, she kind of looks like Nas a little bit, and he agreed with me, so that was kind of cute. So we'll see when she comes out if he looks more like him. But yes, that was a great appointment. It did put all the nerves and everything to the side, so we got to see that she was a-okay, perfectly healthy. So that was really great. So next thing that significantly happened after the appointment to talk to you guys about is being sick during pregnancy. It's not fun. It was around, I want to say, 21 weeks. It was right before we went on our cruise, like the week before, and I still to this day don't know if it was sinuses, allergies, a cold, but your girl was not feeling well at all. And I remember being pregnant with Logan, and I think it was around the same time, around like 5 or 6 months, being sick, not taking anything, kind of just pushing through it. But this time I was really just trying to like kick it out of my system as much as possible, because I didn't want to get anyone else sick, and then I wanted to be better before we went on our trip. So I called my doctor and just asked them like, hey, is there anything that I can take? I had like sore throat, super runny nose at one point, and then congestion, and then coughing. So just all the stages of like sickness and allergies and stuff that you go through. It's allergy season, so it was around May at that point, so it could have been allergies, but who knows. But they said that you just have to you could take Tylenol, and I got a bottle of Tylenol just to kind of help kick out the aches and the pains. So I did take that, and then I believe that they said that I could take Benadryl, but I just didn't want to take that. I'm not a huge medicine taker, and I try not to, especially while I'm pregnant, just in case. So I didn't do that, and of course I just did like my teas and my hot teas and stuff like that. But that was not fun, so I really hope that you guys don't experience that. But if you do, just make sure that you consult with your doctor if you are feeling like you're having an allergy attack or sinuses or a cold, just to make sure that you are taking what you can take, or what's not going to harm the baby while you're sick and while you're trying to get better. But it's one of those things where your body's doing a lot of protecting the baby and doing a lot less of protecting you, so your immune system is going to be a little bit lower than normal. So it is a little bit likely that a lot of you, if you're pregnant or if you get pregnant, that you could get sick during your pregnancy. So to be on the lookout for that. But that was something that I went through before the cruise. Thank God. Got better before the trip, but like I said, it was about a good, I would say, 5 or 6 days of just non-stop, just kind of feeling out of whack and feeling sick. So that was another thing that we went through before our trip. So to talk about our trip, so if you guys didn't already watch, if you're avid Team Yancey subscribers and watchers, thank you. We have 8 wonderful videos up on our page from our cruise to oh my God, where did we go? We went to Bermuda, Puerto Rico, St. Martin, and Haiti on the Royal Caribbean Anthem of the Seas. That was a really awesome trip. But we planned this trip about 1.5 years ago, so that was way before we got pregnant. And yeah, so when we found out we were pregnant, already decided that, we weren't going to cancel the trip, or I wasn't going to stay back, but that I would just stay on the ship. So that is what I did, and the reason, of course, being, well, not of course, if you don't know, is because of the threats of Zika virus. So it's something to really be cautious of, because if you get infected with it, then it could harm you, it could harm the baby. It mostly is precaution just to not harm the baby, to contract anything, and to just make sure that the baby stays healthy. So if you don't already know about that, please do your research and look that up. But because of Zika, I stayed on the ship for every single port that we went to except for Bermuda. Bermuda is, check the CDC website, it's Zika free and safe to get off, or safe to travel to if you want to travel on like a little baby moon or something. So got off on Bermuda, only there for a few hours, so got to get off the ship, walk around. That was cool. But everywhere else, stayed on the ship, like I said, just for precaution. But your doctor may tell you, like mine did, if you are really antsy and if you do want to get off, or if you just happen to be in the area or live in the area, then you have to protect yourself with bug spray that has DEET in it, and wear long sleeves, I believe wear dark clothes. All of that just helps to prevent and prevent mosquito bites. So that is something to definitely consult your doctor with. My doctor was very apprehensive about me going period, but when I told her, you know, what I was going to do, she understood, so she was a little bit more okay with it. Ultimately, it's your decision, but of course you want to definitely consult with your doctor, so that way when you get back they can check up on you, check up on the baby, and just make sure everything is good. So yeah, so on the ship I had nausea and had seasickness the first full day being on the ship, which I can't really blame too much on pregnancy, but I'm sure it didn't help. I had that also before in our last cruise when I wasn't pregnant, so that was something that I dealt with. And then the craziest thing happened, which I've never had constipation this bad before in my life, but I had a serious case of constipation, and it was like super, you know, when you're on the cruise, you're doing a lot of eating, eating a lot of carbs and breads, not drinking as much water as you normally do. All of that just kind of contributed to just my body being out of whack, and also when you're pregnant you are more prone to constipation. So all of those factors put me in the in the sick part of the cruise ship, so that was not fun. I had to go to the little medical clinic, and they gave me I guess some kind of liquid laxative that's safe for pregnancies. It was like it wasn't a brand name that anyone would recognize, but it was kind of like a soda, and had to take that, and then also some kind of like fiber or something to put in my food. But it really took like a good full day or day and a half for it to go away. But there was a serious cramping pain like right here under my belly. I could feel it when I was walking, I could feel it when I was laying down. If I was like laying one way and wanted to switch to another, it was not good at all. So I don't know if anyone has ever had that severe constipation while you're pregnant. If you have, please let me know in the comments, because I kind of felt alone, because I never heard of anyone going through that severely before. Like I was really out of whack. I didn't go to dinner, I was eating soups and stuff. It was quite interesting. But like I said, after I would say like a day and a half, or almost into 2 days, felt more normal, body felt back to normal. I could walk around without feeling pain, so it was all good after that. But please let me know if you've ever experienced that, whether you were pregnant or not. I've had constipation before, but never that severely, whether during pregnancy or just being without a baby on the way. So that was something else we went through. But other than that, the trip was awesome. Went in the pool, just relaxed. So that was really a nice trip. So even if you're pregnant, just plan something to get away, to relax before your baby comes. If you're married or engaged and have a partner or whatever, do a little baby moon just to get away. I highly recommend it. Now that we are in the 24-week range, 6-month range, something that you can do, depending I guess on your hospital, but my hospital has on their website that you could do it between 5 months and 7 months, is registering at your hospital, which is basically just filling out all your information. I guess in 2017, everyone's should be online, but if not, of course, find out from your own hospital wherever you are. But I just went on to my hospital, which is virtual, went onto their website, registered with my insurance information, my doctor's information, just really general stuff, the baby's due date, and that way you have all of that stuff out of the way before the baby comes, so that way you don't have to worry about filling out a lot of forms, doing any of that crazy stuff before you go into labor. So then that is something that your doctor should also recommend to you around this time too. So make sure that you be on the lookout for that and ask your doctor about that. Something that I don't think that me and my husband are going to do this time that we did with our first pregnancy is take a tour of the hospital. Our hospital is beautiful. It's brand new to the area, probably the newest hospital in the region, one of the newest hospitals in the region. So we were so excited the last pregnancy to take a tour, to see the facilities, see the rooms. We got to see everything, so it was really cool just to kind of see where you're going to be, where the baby is going to be. It was something that you should definitely do, and I'm sure your doctor will recommend it too, to just take a tour of the hospital so that way you're familiar with the area, with the building, and where you'll be. So that's something that we did the last pregnancy. We don't necessarily, my doctor said we don't have to do it this time, but I guess we'll consult and figure out if we're going to do that. But that's something that you can also do around this time. I want to say when we were pregnant with Logan, we didn't do it until I was at least probably 7 or 8 months, probably 7 months. So it's never too early, never too late to do. Well, it could be it could be too late, but it's never too early to do it. Honestly, there are some people who find out they get pregnant and probably take a tour soon after that. So it's just something cool to do, just so that you're familiarized with the area and with the hospital. So that's something that you can also do around this time too. Last thing that has been going on is severe, I guess, indigestion, heartburn, acid reflux, all of that wrapped up into one. Of course, as you grow, your baby gets bigger and your belly expands, your baby and your uterus is expanding and your stomach is also being pushed up. So with it being pushed up, you can't digest things as fast as you used to. And it can cause all of those things that I just mentioned, like acid reflux, heartburn, and indigestion. So I've had, I would say, a good 2 to 3 weeks of experiencing that pretty consistently. Like, I would say, if not once a day, then every other day. But that's something to be on the lookout for. I do have an appointment tomorrow with my doctor, so I will ask her what I can take, if anything. They'll probably say Tums or something like that, something mild like that. But sometimes it does get to the point where I do want to like help to ease something down, or just help to like settle the burning feeling or sensation that's going on. So that's something that is normal with pregnancy and happens to, I'm sure, a lot of people. And I think the old wives' tale is that, oh, if you're feeling heartburn, then that means the baby has a lot of hair. Who knows? I had a little bit of heartburn with Logan. He did come out with a full head of hair, but I think it's just something that happens probably with everyone because of what's going on in your body. So that is where we're gonna wrap up for today. Thank you guys for watching this 24-week update. We had a pretty big gap, but like I said, we did bring you the Teen Yancey pregnancy tag. So if you haven't watched that, make sure you go back and watch it. But we will probably, or I'll bring you every episode about every 2 weeks, just because there's not a lot that changes within a week, probably until closer to the end. But be on the lookout for every 2 weeks for this pregnancy series. Please make sure you go back and watch the other ones. If you are a new viewer, make sure that you like and subscribe and get all the alerts for when all of our new things are coming. I mentioned our cruise vlogs, which are amazing, so make sure that you check those out. And yeah, so we'll bring you guys some more updates soon, and thank you for watching, and see you guys later. Bye.